Good morning everybody, welcome back to Plot 97A. My name's Simon. How are we all doing, guys? I hope you're all really well. It is the 6th today, Thursday the 6th of March, and we can feel it. It's so close. Spring is just around the corner. It's officially, meteorologically, it's spring. I think that was on the 1st of March, but astrologically I think it's the spring equinox, which is about the 20th or the 21st, and that is when, check me out, the earth has tilted and we go into the meteorological spring. I think it's where, yeah, I'm confusing myself, but I know what I'm thinking, but I just can't say it at the moment. Look at the front, I've got those couple of conifers in there, and I'm going to be putting some grass seed all the way along here, which I've got now. So I've got my box of grass seed, and yeah, I'm just going to top dress that, so hopefully that'll all be nice and lush and green. But yeah, how are you all doing, guys? I have been a little sick boy. I was off for 3 or 4 days, the back end of last week, a little bit poorly, just a little bit, feel a little bit run down, a little bit, not flu so much, but I was just away for 2 or 3 days and come back, reset myself, and away I've gone again. But I was looking at the onions, and I think the onion sets and the shallot sets just hasn't worked. I think that it was nice and bright during the day, but the frosty at night, and I think that frost has just knocked them right back. So I popped a few more onions in. Obviously I was going to put some spring onions in. I put some, I think they're botanica, and I got some Japanese onions, so I've just got them as a backup, as it were. A few little beetroots, I've got some borage in there, and I think the only thing that has really come up are the sunflowers and the sweet peas. Everything else is a little bit slow. I thought I was going to come back and see a few little seedlings. Sunflowers have definitely started to, well, they're definitely out, and they'll be okay. If you're going to grow one thing this year, just grow a sunflower. They're super easy, and yeah, just quite enjoyable. Just a little bit of a thrill just to grow one thing and just tick it off. But yeah, it's been, like I say, it's beautiful today. It was a little bit overcast and misty yesterday, but it's a beautiful day today. So I have been planting. I've got some foxgloves in there. Now I was given that last year, and I've just kept it in a pot and just popped it in the ground, because obviously we've got our hyacinth that I managed to salvage that were in the centre of the plot. But yeah, this is all going to be perennial flowers. I kind of set and forget, really. One thing, look at these lupins, absolutely stunning. Brenda gave me a few of these last year, and they've started to put out nice set of leaves. So I've run them all the way along there, and hopefully, again, just to set and forget, really. And I've got the arum lilies that I dug up last year from the original plot, and I'm just going to put those in the front. And look at the rhubarb, absolutely stunning. There was 3 or 4 crowns in here. I've left one in, and I'm just going to let that go this year and probably dig it out and find a nice little home for it for next season. But yeah, it's being away for a couple of days, 2 or 3 days, it actually doesn't do you any harm at all. I think you can come and have a look at things with fresh eyes and one thing and another. But oh my god, my brain at the moment is so slow. The broad beans have held up pretty well, so they're really enjoying this warm days, and they're getting through the hard nights. But the onions just haven't done anything. I pulled a couple up yesterday, and there's roots forming at the base, but nothing really, no green shoots yet. So I thought, just stick a few onions, a few seeds in, won't do any harm. and I put our canes up. Let me go this way with the sun. I put a few canes up now, little cane structure for our beans, so our broad beans, our borlotti beans. So that's worked out quite well, and I just put a couple of little supports in there, and I've just cable tied them all in. It's quite a nice solid structure, but it needs to be really once it gets full. Hopefully it will be full this year. Once it gets full, and if we do have heavy winds, it has a tendency just to act like a bit of a sail and knock them over. So stronger the better, in my opinion. And look, I've got the polytunnel rings up now. This was a challenge. It really was a challenge, but I've managed to get it to the size I want. There's 5 hoops there. I put a couple of the supporting pieces in on both ends. I've got these supports to go up on the sides, and the 4 that you can see, the shorter pieces, go onto the roof. But overall I'm really happy. I've not leveled it, it's not been finished off yet, because I need to go and get a few bolts. But to buy a polytunnel this size, I think, and the strength of this with the thicker hooping and the tubing and all the support, I know you're looking at 150 quid just for one of the cheaper ones, up to like 600-700 quid. So it hasn't cost me a penny at the moment, and we'll see how we get on. Like I say, I need to go and spend a fiver on some bolts, but it's got a door both ends, and it's a really decent size, so really thrilled with it. And these are the doors that I'm going to put on. They need to be cut down a little bit, only the length, a little bit taken off of the length, but I will put those up. And again, we're just trying to save costs really. Look what I've been given. I scored these the other day now. Super delighted. Guy rung me up, good friend rung me up and said, so I got some sleepers for you if you want them for your allotment. I jumped at it, and it's worked out perfectly, because that greenhouse frame is going. I'm going to see if anybody wants this, and the reason is I bought another greenhouse. A good mate of mine, shout out Dave, absolute legend, has got a greenhouse that he's no longer using, and he said, "Si, do you want it?" I was like, "Yeah, Dave, definitely, thank you." He said, "Well, you can have it." I said, "No, mate, mate's race, I'm going to give you a drink for it." It's missing a few bits of glass, but it's a really beautiful greenhouse. So we will have 2 greenhouses. Now normally on plots you can have 1 greenhouse, 1 shed, 1 polytunnel, but because we're 2 plots officially, I can put another greenhouse on here. I've checked all the paperwork, and it's all fine, but it is missing a bit of glass, which I have down here. So just need to run over this weekend, hopefully this weekend or next weekend, and pick it up. But what I'm thinking is the greenhouse will go here, along here, the door, this where I'm standing, and the greenhouse will go along here. Plenty of sunlight, and I might just put a little pathway, do like I've done with the other one, and it'll be soil, so I will grow inside the greenhouse. But yeah, those sleepers are perfect for the base, and we can just pop the greenhouse straight on it. But I just need to prioritise things at the moment. Obviously the list is getting a bit longer. I need my ton of sand for the pathways, so the pathways need to be finished. I need the timber and the polythene for the polytunnel, because I really want to get that polytunnel up and working for us this year, and the greenhouse again. So there's 3 quite big projects, and I just need to prioritise, because I want the fullest growing season I possibly can get. and we have been gifted a gooseberry, which I'm delighted in. It's going literally just there because these are our raspberry canes, and I'm just going to go through and dig out the stinging nettles and take out a little bit of dead wood from the raspberry canes. But I do obviously want to grow a few nettles, and I think that is either F1 Bocking Comfrey, and I did say that correctly, or borage. Both great little pollinators, pollinating plants, and yeah, the comfrey and the stinging nettles will obviously go for our comfrey and nettle mix, our fertiliser that we use, because that worked out quite well last year. And these are the hoops that I've got left over. 3 of them are going on to the food bank plot. We're going to try and get a little polytunnel on the food bank plot, and the rest of them I'll see if anybody can make use of them. And the soil pile has doubled because where I've dug out where the polytunnel is polytunnel one word or 2 words? Because I've seen it spelt 2 words, but I've seen it spelt 1 word, but I spell it with 2. That's a good point. I need to check that. Is it polytunnel 1 word or 2 words? I'm going to put it as 2 words, and correct me please if I'm wrong. But yeah, overall, morning Kev, how we doing? Alright, just give us a minute sir. Oh, Kev stand up, my neighbour, what a legend. He's the one that gave us the gooseberry bush. So we just got Kev's corner. We've got Kev's corner over here now, so we sit and chat for 10-15 minutes. Thank you all so much for watching, guys. Just want to say one quick thing. I watched Ren ripping up the booth this week. That brought a smile to my face. Thank you all so much for watching. Have a great gardening week, guys, and I'll see you all very, very soon. It's getting close. Spring is here. Bye for now.